Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my lowest calorie kitchen, where we create amazing recipes that are anabolic, low in calories and high in protein, so they can keep you on track with your weight loss goals. In today's video, we're gonna be creating the lowest calorie carrot cake. If you don't like carrot cake, then I don't know what you're even doing here. You saw the title, you saw the thumbnail, you know what it's about. What, you don't like carrot cake?
Then get the hell out of my kitchen.
Roll the intro. So for this recipe we're gonna need 30 grams of white flour, 15 grams of coconut flour, 100 grams of liquid egg whites, 30 grams of vanilla whey protein powder. This is just a jug from My Protein. My Protein comes in bags, but they also sell these jugs separately. The bags are like this pancake mix. I don't have the protein bag anymore. And these jugs are not labeled. They look kind of weird without any labeling on them, but they're protein jugs nonetheless. We'll also need 100 milliliters of skimmed milk, 5 grams of baking powder, a drop of vanilla extract, your sweetener of choice. We'll also need a small pinch of salt, 100 grams carrots. And since most carrot cakes are made with walnuts, we can't be adding the walnuts because they have a lot of calories, but what we can do is add a walnut extract. We'll also be making a glaze for our carrot cake. So for the glaze we'll be needing 150 grams of cream cheese. This is 0.3 fat because the 0% fat tastes horrible and we need at least some fat in there. We'll be mixing it up with a bit of sweetener and a bit of nutmeg, but only a very small pinch because this stuff is really powerful. So we'll start with the carrot. We'll need about 100 grams, which is that much. We'll grate it up like so. Now would be a good time to preheat your oven to 180 degrees Celsius or 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Next, we'll be using a large bowl, like this one. We'll be moving the carrots. We'll need a kitchen scale, measure everything out. And let's start by adding 30 grams of white flour, 15 grams of coconut flour, 30 grams of our vanilla whey protein powder. That's 31, but it doesn't matter. 100 ml of skimmed milk, so it's already pre-measured. 100 ml of liquid egg whites, a pinch of salt, 1 gram of vanilla extract, and 1 gram of walnut extract, maybe a gram 50. It depends on how powerful your extract is. Next, we'll be adding 20 grams of sweetener. This is the stevia based sweetener, so it's not as sweet as Splenda or some other powerful sweetener, so you can add 20 grams, 30 grams, but use the amount that's sweet enough for you. And last but not least, we'll need 5 grams of baking powder. So you don't have to be super precise with these. 1 gram will not make or break the recipe. Now we'll use a whisk to mix everything together. Next, we'll be taking a pan, spraying it with a bit of non-stick, and we're gonna move our mixture to the pan. Don't worry if the batter is a bit liquid, it will harden up once it's baked. Now all we need to do is put this baby in the oven. 30 minutes on medium heat. So while the carrot cake is cooking, we can take a small bowl and measure out 150 grams of cream cheese. We'll be adding a drop of vanilla extract, about 20 grams of sweetener. If you want it sweeter, add more sweetener. If you want it not so sweet, add less sweetener. I like things really sweet, so I'm adding a lot of sweetener to my recipes. A very important step, we'll be adding a small pinch of nutmeg. But I emphasize this, you need to add just a small pinch. So don't do it with the whole container. Rip it apart and just pinch. Just a tiny bit, like that. You don't need more than that. That's it. Because this thing is super powerful and you won't be able to taste anything other than nutmeg. And we'll just stir everything together. Done. That's what it looks like. It's a beautiful color. When it starts getting a bit brown on top, that's when you know it's done. You can also prick it with a toothpick, and when you pull it out there's nothing left on the toothpick, you know it's done. Like so. There's nothing left on it, so that means it's cooked on the inside also. We'll let it cool down for a bit, then we'll cut a nice piece of it, and then we can begin our taste test. Okay, she's cooled down. I cut it up into a nice triangle shape. And now we're gonna be adding the glaze to it. And just for decoration, we'll be adding a few sprinkles on top. And there you have it, our anabolic carrot cake. So here we are, this is my favorite part of the video. This is the part where I get to taste this amazing recipe. So the glaze is optional, you don't have to do it. If you don't like glaze on your carrot cake, then just don't add it. The cake is already pretty moist without the glaze, but I just like a bit of glaze on it. I think it just adds to the taste. Now, before I start tasting this, if you watch my previous videos, you know I like to compare my low-calorie recipes to the real deal. So I have here a store-bought carrot cake, which we'll be testing side by side to my cake. So this is the amount you get for the same calories. Same calories. The original store-bought and my low-calorie anabolic carrot cake. It's your choice. You can either eat this one or you can eat this one. As you can see, mine is at least 3 times bigger in volume than the original one. That is what a low-calorie dense food is. High volume and low calories. This is packed full of protein, so you burn more calories through the thermic effect of food. That is packed full of fat and sugar, so you burn less calories through the thermic effect of food. But the taste is also important, not just the volume and the macros. This needs to taste at least 80% of the original. So this is a 10 out of 10, this must be at least an 8 out of 10. At least. So, let's begin the taste test. As usual, we'll start with the real deal. So this small thing actually has an interesting twist to it. The glaze is not on top, but it's actually inside of the cake. That's a neat choice they made. Let's see if it's a good one though. That's not bad. It's a bit too sweet though. I can tell they packed a lot of sugar into this. I can feel a lot of that orange peel taste. I think they added a lot of orange peel to this. I don't actually taste any carrot. I taste just sweetness and orange peels. Kind of weird. Now let's try my carrot cake. Consistency is different. It's a bit less sweet, but that's a bit too sweet for my taste. But on the flip side, I can actually taste a bit of carrot on this. I can't taste any carrot on that one at all. Consistency, it's really moist. Good for a carrot cake. Carrot cake needs to be a bit moist, not too dry. And the glaze offers a good twist to it. So yeah. So what are the macros for this cake? We're looking at 399 calories or 400 rounded up, 42 grams of protein, 8 grams of fat and 40 grams of carbs. That is for the cake. For the glaze, we have 102 calories, 18 grams of protein, 6 grams of carbs and 0.5 grams of fat. That's good, man. That's a good carrot cake. I highly recommend you eat this cool down. Don't eat it warm, because if it's warm, it will not go too well with the cream cheese glaze. Both of these need to be chilled, so let it cool down, or even better yet, leave it in the fridge for half an hour to an hour, and it will taste a whole lot better. So, what is the final verdict? Does this stand up to the original? Does this live up to the expectation? Is this at least an 8 out of 10? Well, I say it's a 9 out of 10. This is a really good replacement for the original. I can choose this over this any time of the day, so you can make better choices. You can eat anabolic, low calorie, high protein foods rather than high fat, high sugar foods. Say no to this and make your own low calorie, high protein desserts. This is the way to do it. This is the way to stay on track, lose weight or maintain your weight with amazing tasting, low calorie dense foods. So if you like my content, please subscribe to my channel and hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss out on any new recipes I create or review on this channel. If you tried this recipe out, let me know in the comment section below and hit it a big like if you did. Also make sure you watch these 2 other videos posted here, and until next time, always remember, you can do it. Everyone can. No exceptions.